Hello my fellow admins and welcome to another episode of Jira Guides. Void.admin here, and today in this video I'll be showing you what is a Jira project. Basically, this is my second episode of Jira Beginner's Guide, and if you didn't had a chance to watch my first episode on what is Jira, because you need to understand what is Jira first, please go back and watch my my previous video, because this helps a lot in this journey. So let's go into the video. So what you see here on my screen is basically the user interface of a Jira project. But before going in a walkthrough of the layout of a Jira project, I want to explain and break down a Jira project on components, right? And I will use this like 4 components, like main components in a Jira project, so you can actually understand the baseline of a project. So I'll be starting with first of all issues, right? So I'll be using this terminology, issues, which means tickets, right? So Jira is a baseline ticketing system, but these tickets are called issues in Jira. So actually issues are the fundamental building block of a Jira project. And here I'll be showing you like the issues. So this is like the user interface of a issues in a project, in this Scrum-based project example that I have here. So as a small disclaimer, each project in Jira can be customized by your own needs, right? Or your team needs. So basically this is just an example that I created, right? For you to understand the baseline of a Jira project. So here in this tab, we have multiple issues. We have one of 24 issues. So we have a total of 24 issues, but as you can see, they're like different types, right? So so the first component, big component in a Jira project, there are like the issues, right? But these issues are breakdown in multiple types. So we called issue types. So you can see here, you see that this ticket, this issue has a type, which is called epic, right? And one project could have like multiple issue types. So you have like the parent of the tickets like this are the issues, and inside these issues are the issue types, which are like breaking down the issues based on type. So we have here epics, we have stories, we have tasks, we have subtasks, and so on. Now going to the third component that I want to show you are the workflows. So what are the workflows? Workflows are basically like a concept of predefined set of steps of an issue. Right, so you have, let's say that an epic has multiple statuses, multiple transitions that comes up in a workflow. Basically, you create an epic, this is like creating the ticket, and that ticket will be in a status, which is in our case here to do, right? So we have like a task that we need to do, right? So this is basically the first status. So from this status, you can actually transition. Let's say that you start working on that task, and you can transition that task to in progress, as you can see here in this example. So also from in progress, you can close the ticket and you just transition to done. So now as our fourth component, which is like a super important component from a Jira project, these are the fields, right? So in order to have like a ticket created in Jira, which is like the issue, you need to have some fields attached to that issue, or like to that issue type. These are, for example, as you can see here on my screen, these are like summary. So this is basically like a title of a issue. I will take this example as a bug. Right? Let's say that you found a bug like in your software, right? And you need to create a bug. You need to create a bug with a title. So this title, it's the summary. In our case in Jira, you have the reporter, basically whoever creates the ticket, it will be shown here, and you can actually select like other people if you don't want you to be the reporter. Maybe your colleagues want to open a bug from their perspective, right? So you also have components and so on. So basically these are the fields that are attached to an issue type, and these issue types are connected to a project, right? So besides this, like you see that there are like multiple type of fields, right? Here this is like a string type field. This is like basically text, letters, special characters, and so on. This is like a text field. You have the reporter, which is like a user field. It's a user with multiple informations like email, name, username, and so on. Components, this is like a part of the Jira project that you can create separately some components, and here you have them as a drop down. You also have description. This description field has like more features than the summary, because here you can also add, I don't know, like emojis, you can make your text bold and so on, right? So this has a different style, which is like called rich text editor or something like this. And also like fixed version is something like basically as components, but it has a different meaning. And also you have like a priority in if you want to create a bug, and let's say that this has like a critical priority, you have like a drop down that you can customize and add here like your own values here. And also like different fields. Also you have like linked issues, right? And let's say that this bug that you created blocks like an important epic, right? And you want to specify this when you're creating your bug, right? So basically these are the fields which are one of the largest components from a Jira project, because without fields you don't have issue types and so on, right? So after I show you like these big 4 components or sections from a Jira project, I want you to also understand the user interface of a Jira project. So now we will navigate to an actual Jira project and show you like what sections do you have in a Jira project. So this is like the default section where you can see the activity in the project. So you can see what your colleagues changed in a ticket, what comments they added, I don't know, they transitioned a ticket, they resolved the bug or something like this. And also you have like small pieces of information of the project lead here and the key of the project. And first of all, we have the board and the backlog, right? Which are like super used features in a Jira project. So if we click on the backlog, we can actually see the sprint here, the board sprint. We can actually also see the backlog. Next up is the active sprints. So you have here the sprints. So here you have the issues, breakdown in like columns, which are the statuses. So if you remember when I showed you the workflow, the workflow had the status to do, in progress, and done. And here are basically we're breaking down each one of the issues based on statuses. So you can also move, right, like an issue from to do to in progress. So this actually mimics what you saw here in this section. So if I'm transition here, this ticket from to do in progress is basically the same thing that I'm doing here in the board here. So you have like different UIs where you can do the same things and actually work on an issue in Jira. So the next section in our Jira project, these are the releases. So if you remember when I showed you the fields here in Jira issue type, I'll show you the fixed version. So basically these are the fixed versions. So here you can actually like have a fixed version which is released or unreleased, right? This has the status unreleased, and you can use the releases that you created here, like basically the versions, and you just add them here, and you can actually like, oh, this is the label, sorry. These are the fixed versions. So you can see here in the dropdown, I only have the YouTube value, and here you can see we have YouTube here, but these are like, you can create new versions with start date, release date, and so on. These are pretty simple. The next section from this Jira project are the reports, right? So you have here like multiple options, right? You can create project reports based on burnout chart. You can see here you have like pie chart, you have a lot of options here, and you can actually choose one of these to create a report in a Jira project. And the next sections are the issues that I already showed you in the beginning, showing you the issues and the issue types in a Jira project. And the last but not the least, these are the components. So this is like similar with the releases, with the fixed versions, but here when you create them, you don't have like a start date or I don't know, release date. You have like you also have a status, which is like active or hived, but you also have the lead, you have a description. You can also have like default assignee per component, right? So you can when someone is creating a bug, can actually assign that bug to the specific person or the component lead. So basically that was it for today. Don't forget that I still have like 7 episodes from this season of Jira Beginner's Guide. So stay tuned for those. And don't forget that I have multiple videos, guide videos, script runner, Jira and so on my channel. So don't forget to check those out also. And I also post down below my Discord. We have a nice community there. And if you want to join, just click it. If you like the video, just like it, subscribe to my channel, it will help a lot. And until next time, peace.